Você disse que era meu, mas caiu na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira.
Yo, welcome back to another video. This is your host with the most, Cringe Gobby One here, and today we got chapter 197 when we left off. Yukimiya and Isagi just being mad at each other. Isagi walking off after talking to Yukimiya there. Let's get rid of that ad right quick there. He's thinking, he's like, Isagi, you're the same kind, self-serving shithead as Kaiser. He's like, huh, give me a break. That what part of me is anything like Kaiser, Isagi thinks. And then the next thing, he's like, Germany ball resume play at throw like, and then the ball game restarts as the game throw ball gets thrown in. He's like, why can't Yukimiya and I see eye to eye? I looked at him on equal terms and made that suggestion, and he still turned me down. He's like, I just get over. He's like, just get over it already. This pisses me off. I don't care anymore. There's no way it'll come true. Your damn self-righteousness wannabe protagonist wishful thinking. As he literally starts thinking, he's like, right now I feel like I just became Earth's protagonist. And he's thinking back of what Nagi said. He's like, protagonist. He's like, wait a minute, those are the same things that Nagi said. He's just like, the reason Nagi was able to build up that intense concentration and defeat me, and the feeling that causing Yukimiya to believe so blindly, they believe that they're the protagonist and it drives them to accomplish something. It must be that protagonist feeling. And he's thinking that. He's just like, hey, we're teammates, chill out, as he literally goes ahead and steals the ball from Ness. And then Kaiser gets mad. He's like, don't get too crazy, Yuki. And then he's like, you're surrounded by enemies, lone dribbler. And he gets mad. He's just like, if I think about it like that, is it the same for Rail too? He's like, the reason he's able to maintain such intense concentration right now isn't so he can just pass it to Nagi. It's because he feels like he's the protagonist. Rail is living as the protagonist in the story about making Nagi the best striker in the world. He's like, the protagonist feeling is that mental state that lets us reach the flow. He's just like, protagonist feeling is indispensable for optimum human performance. He's like, I see. It was so obvious that I thought I understood and overlooked it completely. I was just trying to speak for others from my own perspective. He's like, there's a protagonist who wants to score goals, and there's one who wants to make passes. He's like, there are rational stories and there are emotional story. Everyone is a protagonist. And he's looking around as we see this insane panel, which is amazing, of like the moon and the sun, and he's just like, in the universe back there, he's like, this world is swirling. If I showed this to anybody, nobody would think like this would be a soccer anime. He's like, this world is swirling with limitless stories and protagonists, as like we see Isagi kind of standing on an earth, which is actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty insane. And then we see Yukimiya rushing. He's like, no worry, Yukimiya and I can't get along. We're stepping on each other's protagonist feeling. He's like, I was unconsciously trying to make him a supporting character for my story. He's remembering him saying, help me out. He's like, no matter what logic I use, if I were not a fellow protagonist, then we'll never be able to make new goals. He's like, my thinking was too shallow. As he starts thinking there that he made a mistake. Remember, everything I've experienced here in Blue Lock, it was all a clash of different protagonist egos. He's like, egos can't live anything but the protagonist. And he's like, this is it, the protagonist feeling, as his eyes starts getting crazy. He's just like, my new piece, I'll use meta vision to grasp the protagonist feeling of all these egos. So he's basically gonna start like thinking even further to what he's already been thinking. He's like 90 seconds left for the start program system. He's like, this is bad. Move back, Bastard Munch. He's like, wait a minute. If the times run out, will the Masters get dragged off the field? He's like, they obviously wait until the play was over. He's like, oh, and what does that have to do with anything, bench warmer? And he's just like, same goes for you, sexy footballer. He's just like, you want to go? As they're arguing right there in the bench, freaking Rail comes up to Kunigami. He's just like, I can see perfectly. My body is in top form. I feel amazing right now. My thoughts and movement functions at high speed, and I feel unstoppable. I can do this. I can take it all the way to the goal. And he's like, Chris is running, Augie is in a good position, and Chigiri is running perfectly. No, they're all just pawns. As he looks at Nagi, as Nagi's making his way, he's like, let's go, Treasure. He's like, I can't see anyone but you, Nagi. And then we see in panel of Isagi just at the end, bro. Holy crap, Isagi is not letting that shit slide as he's moving along, as everybody else is doing his thing. Isagi's just watching by, still doing his thing, as we come to a close at chapter 197. Holy shit, it's gonna be some interesting thing in the next chapter, but I will see y'all on chapter 198, guys. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and this is always your host with the most, Cringe God B1 here, signing out.
君の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのもっと